Hey, I'm not Lexi, I'm not Paris, but I'm Linda Dunn, Alexandra's mother, and I have been in business on my own for over 30 years. I am an entrepreneur who's here to answer some questions for Lexi and Paris this afternoon.
Okay, so our first question for you would be, what inspired you to start your own business?
Well, a lot of the bosses and the managers I had, I would prefer and send ideas to them, and they would say, yeah, be quiet, get a job done. And finally, I thought to myself, I bet I could do the job that they're doing, and I could make a small percent of the money that they're making, and I would do all right. I'd like to say I had a passion about it the whole bit. I didn't. I just felt cramped with my style and in my daily routine. I started out working for IBM, and back in the day, 30 years ago, it was a different atmosphere. You did what you were told to do in corporate America, and that was it.
Our next question is, what are some skill sets you have that are unique to you that you think have helped you with your business?
I think I've always dreamed big. I didn't know how to dream little. So if I would take something on, I wanted to be the best at it. And the skill set that I have that I know will benefit anybody is leadership. You either lead or you get out of the way. When you own your own business, there's no room for you to follow something else, for you to do what people expect you to do, for you to behave in a way that you're seen as so-and-so. The skill set that's most important is leadership. You go with your gut. Sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right, but you go with your gut.
What were some challenges you faced when you came to start your own business?
I think the biggest challenge that I faced was believing what people were saying about Black female entrepreneurs. They said, it's gonna be so hard. You're gonna have trouble getting money from the bank. You're gonna have trouble finding good people to work for you. That's true in a sense, but you take that, you sit it over there, and then you just go for it. Never believe what they say is gonna happen to you is gonna happen to you. I think it's most important that you think for yourself, I'm as good as anybody else, and what is it that I want to do?
Do you think it is easier now to start your own business than it did when you did?
Absolutely. People expect young people to start their own business. People expect it's okay if you start 3 businesses, 4 businesses. If you fail at a business, put it down, keep going, start another one. I think back in the day when I started, pretty much people would say, what man is working with you? You need help from a man. Today, you can be 2 girls, 3 girls, 8 girls, it doesn't matter. It's a lot easier today for someone to see you as a business owner than it was when I started.
What has been your inspiration to keep running your business for this long?
Well, pre-COVID, my business was doing really well. I had been in business pre-COVID 22 years. It was really good. COVID put a damper in it, closed that business down. Now I'm thinking, what's a new business that I'll start? I've always wanted to do a travel business. I'm thinking about that. And I really believe that COVID taught us in a new way. Stop, go, whatever you want. So inspiration-wise now, I want to get Alexandra through college. I hope she hears that. And I'll look for what's on the other side. Not as much work as before, but I really do want to do something perhaps in the travel area or in the nonprofit area where I help kids realize their dreams and doing their businesses.
And lastly, our last question, how do you feel that your business has impacted society or your community?
Well, that's really important to me, that I'm happy to say my business put a lot of Black kids to work, put a lot of girls to work of all races. I hired a lot of moms. So I did job share. I proved that you didn't have to do it the old way. You could do it your way. And the thing that I'm proudest of is I maybe had 5 men work for me my entire life. It was pretty much a female-run company, and it was a minority female-run company. And we would walk in the door, and people would say, "Wow, are you a basketball team? Are you a singing team? I mean, what is this?" No, we're a business team. And we changed the face of what a lot of people thought business could be. I'm really proud of my daughter in Paris that they took on doing entrepreneurship when she did the Luna Chronicles. And she said, "Mom, I'm going to donate the money from that book to help organizations." I was amazed. I wasn't surprised because I think she has the entrepreneur bug and doesn't know it. I think Paris has always had the entrepreneur bug and didn't know it. So what I'd like to say to them is go for it. Can't wait to see your next entrepreneur venture.